Hi friends, I'm Aura from Aura Plays Games and welcome to another episode of me playing Happy Home Paradise. Today I'm going to be creating the restaurant on my island and the theme is fancy/elegant. I'm thinking about all of those super fancy restaurants/buffets you can go to when you go to a hotel. And so I will be looking for some wallpaper and flooring for the dining hall first, and then with that in mind I'm gonna start the real design process in the kitchen, and then I'll work my way backwards and come back to the dining hall to finish that off. So now I have the option to change the intensity and the hue of the lighting, but as I am going through the different options, I'm just thinking like it's better to just keep it white, or maybe just have a hint of yellow since this is going to be a very elegant restaurant, and it's better to have lighting that looks a bit more natural than something that is too bright and white, because that looks like fluorescent lighting. So I've chosen a yellow lighting that's not too bright, and that you can tell with Happy Home Paradise when they are trying to give you suggestions on how to design spaces. There's obviously like different options, like a very oriental themed restaurant, there's like a diner, and you could also do like a dim sum restaurant if you look at the food options too. What kind of restaurant are you guys thinking of creating? For me, I wasn't sure what to expect going into this, and so instead of like, I think there's a lot of different ways to approach this, but for me I just looked at the wallpaper and the flooring options. But I think another way to approach this would be to look at the food items and then think about the food that you want to be served at the restaurant, and then based on that think about a design theme that works for that kind of food. But I decided to look at the flooring and the wallpaper, and I fell in love with the elegant style that I had found. And so based on that, I was thinking, I'm like, okay, let's work on the kitchen. It's gotta fit that kind of elegant atmosphere, and it's not too modern, it's a little bit antique and classical, so didn't want to do anything that is too modern. And so there's different types of kitchen units available, but I'm going to be mixing like stonework kitchen items, and then there's like the modern kitchen stoves and the kitchen island that I use in this space. Even though this is like a classical fancy buffet kind of restaurant, I thought, well, maybe the kitchen could still be very modern. So I've got most of the stoves in the center of the space, and then on the far left I reserve that space for more old-fashioned type of kitchens, stoveware and things like that. And then on the far right side of the space I reserve that corner for dishwashing. So I'm gonna be looking for items that would help the kitchen staff clean the dishes. And in terms of the refrigerator units, I'm gonna be putting that on in the front side of the space on the right, so front right side of the space. I think as I've been playing this game, one of the things that really helps is just to bring out all the items that I think could potentially work, and then just try to rearrange things, and then if it doesn't work I can always delete it. But it's helpful to see items in their actual size, and also it's kind of hard to tell sometimes what an item really looks like until you actually choose it and see it in the space. It's hard to know how big something is as well, so I like to just bring anything and everything that I think could work, and then work from there. I have these two tables on the front left corner, and that I'm imagining is where the chefs would place all the dishes that are ready. And I thought that thing that I'm working on right now, the range hood, is really interesting to use as ceiling items. It does look a little bit too high up. I feel like it would be better to have them a little bit lower, but you can't really change how high something is, so I think I have 6 hoods on the left hand side, and so I'm just thinking okay, on the left center of the kitchen, that's where most of the dishes are gonna be made, and then I think on the right side is the prep corner, and then the far left corner is more for specialty dishes, maybe a oven baked pizza, for example, or some sort of stew. And then I was kind of playing around with different wallpaper options, and maybe the possibility of adding an accent wall, and it just a little bit tough to find an accent wall that works for the wallpaper that I have in the center right now. It's extremely elegant and also very classical, and so a lot of the other wallpaper options they felt a little too modern, or just not really, it didn't fit. And then for the pots and frying pans, I didn't realize that you could put food in it, so I had empty frying pans and pots, and then now I have different foods being cooked. And so because the restaurant that I'm creating right now, it's a buffet, I didn't discriminate between different cuisines. I have foods from all cultures. And for the dining hall, I just wanted to have a corner for all the buffet items, and then dessert items, and then obviously the seating and a cashier setup. And so I was trying to fit in as many tables as possible. I wanted to create smaller seating options and also bigger seating options, imagining that there might be visitors coming in on their own, or there might be bigger groups coming in. But then it just looked a little bit too crowded, so I ended up just using the bigger tables for the seating. And yeah, that's basically what I'm doing right now. And then I think one thing I noticed is when you are placing the tables and the dining table chairs, like, it's good to see how many guests can sit around the table first, and then place the chairs accordingly. And then, like, once you have all the seats and tables set up, then you can think about the rest of the space. I really loved having all the buffet food items in a line like that. And you guys, like, you know, when you go to a buffet, like, there's like a line like that, and then people come from both sides. Yeah, so that's what I wanted to create here, but then I quickly realized that if I set it up like that, then it's hard to fit in the desserts. So then I decided to just put the buffet items in the far left corner of the space, and then have desserts on the far right hand corner. And if I could, I would love to like have the buffet items in a line, but like it was just not enough space. And then I also thought about creating a private room in case there are like special events at this restaurant. And so that's what I'm trying to do with the partition wall. But then, like, with this round table, I realized that it can only seat 4 people anyway. It looks like it could seat like maybe 5, but actually you can't really place the chairs diagonally, so you can fit 4. And then when you put the food items on the table, you can't really fit like 4 different dishes on the table. The maximum is actually 2. So even if you could have 4 people sitting at the table, only 2 guests will look like they're eating, and then the other 2 can't. But then, like, after I finished, I noticed that when you have guests at this restaurant who aren't sitting in front of a dish, usually they're just like drinking something, or just like talking to their friends, or there's like only 2 people sitting around the table, even if there are 4 seats. So now it's just like finishing touches. You can kind of see how the space is arranged right now. So we only have 3 tables. I wish we could fit more, but if you look at all the chairs, actually, like, it's kind of hard to fit in anything more than that. So that's what I have. And then just bringing in some lighting with a hint of like blue. So the theme for this space is like very it uses green and blue shades a lot, including this kitchen area, and so I think that's what's holding the space together, the green and the blue. So here you have it. I called my restaurant La Mer, which means the sea in French. Shout out to all my subscribers and all of you viewers from France. Bonjour, ça va bien? Yeah, so this is the kitchen area now. Oh yeah, it was really interesting having to choose who's gonna be the chef and the sous chef. So here we have Claude as the chef, and then Flora is the sous chef here. And that was fun, just deciding who gets to do what. I don't know, I just felt like they would be best suited for those positions. Hard to explain my reasoning. And this is the dining hall again. Extremely elegant. It does look really pretty. I would love to eat here. Lots of food items here. I wish we could fit more, but that's basically it. And Norma is the manager, I guess, and Pearl is a server at this restaurant. Super cute. And here are our lovely guests. Interesting fact, once you reach the restaurant stage, you can come in here and often you can find new clients here who want a vacation home. And also if you go to the head chef will give you recipes to try, and so I often come in here and just like talk to Claude in my case, because Claude is the head chef, and then just like look around to see if there's like anybody I want to design a vacation home for. And yeah, that's basically this space. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below what is your favorite part of this restaurant, and don't forget to subscribe and like this video, and I will see you guys back for another episode of Happy Home Paradise and also Animal Crossing New Horizons. So I will leave you with our ceremonial photo, and I will catch you guys next time. Okay guys, bye!